So how do we decide whether to make or buy? Anyone who can remind us? How do we decide? Should we make a product or should we buy it? How do we make this decision? Who's going to remind us? What do we compare? What do we compare? We compare the external purchase price. What do you compare it with? The external purchase price, you compare it with what? Relevant cost of making. We compare this with the relevant costs of making. So what are the relevant costs of making? Variable cost. Number 2, specific fixed costs. Number 3, any opportunity costs. So we need to add up this. So that's how you decide. You need to identify all these. So if you notice here, they have given us these two products, K and M. This one, the variable cost is that one, and that one. So that's a variable cost. Specific fixed costs have not been given, we are not told. Here I just said fixed overhead per unit. And then you've got these also. Then another suppliers offered for K, they're offering 150. That one they're offering 300. So what you do is you simply add. We simply add. So the relevant cost of making here is just a variable cost, that's all. The relevant cost is just a variable cost. So let's go. You add up the variable costs. What is the answer? What's the answer? What's the variable cost of making? I can't hear anything.
165.
165. What for M? What is it?
225.
What of buying? If you're going to buy this one, it's 150. If you're going to buy this one, it's 300. So we can now decide, should we make or buy? This one, what should we do? Because to buy is 150, to make is 165. What of this one? So that's how we decide. Have you noticed how we decide? So you need to identify the relevant costs. Don't pick all the costs, no. Don't pick all the costs. Just focus on the relevant costs. Explain four other factors which should be considered before this decision is made. What other factors should you consider? What other factors should you consider? Now, we told you yesterday that if we want to make this paper, if we want to pass this paper, we must be much more interested with theory. This sometimes we find there's a trick, and you just miss the trick. But when the question says explain, you must explain well. Four other factors. Before we make or buy, we don't just look at the numbers, no. Like this one, which you say you must buy in. You also look at other factors. Yes, the numbers show that it's better to buy in, but you need to look at other factors. What other factors are you going to look at? Number one, what is the quality of the product? Yes, I can supply it cheaply, but what is the quality? Is the quality in line with our own quality standards? Does it meet our quality standards? Will our customers be happy? Number two, reliability. How reliable is this supplier? Is it going to supply all the on time? Are you not killing internal capacity? What would you do with the resources? The resources that we are using, what are you going to do with them? You consider that too. Are you not killing your internal capacity? In the future, you will not have any capacity because you don't make the product anymore. If you're going to close down because you cannot make it cheaply, think about the impact on the employees. How will this impact your employees? If you're going to close down because we now don't make, what is the impact on your employees? So these are items that you need to think about. Okay, so I hope this one has helped us to recall on what we do when there's a make or buy situation. Okay. Let's move on, people, to the next item. The next question. The next question is here. Determine the optimum production plan for MOT and show the expected annual profit. Explain four factors that influence the company's demand for management accounting information. Okay. Again here, the part of the question which will make you pass this paper is this one. Explain 4 factors that influence a company's demand for management accounting information.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Hello, sir.
I can get you.
Is it only me? Is it only me who can see your screen? Or maybe others are able to see the screen.
I've got the control. I use the phone as well to check. So from my phone, it's showing. What of others?
I'm able to see the screen. I use the phone as well.
So maybe what you do is you log off and log back. I think that's what has happened in the past. When such a problem, some people log out and log back, then they start seeing the screen. Otherwise, the screen is running. I also control it from my phone. Make sure that I'm seeing what I'm doing on the screen. Please do so quickly so that you benefit. Do that as quickly as possible.